Back to all of those watching inside. Back to all of those watching inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. We're in the second quarter as it's the Bears in control of the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. On 2nd and 9, Allen, he completes it to Henry. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Allen to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his quick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And Detroit getting set to go now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
2nd and 2. Open man is Waddle, complete. 7 catches for him now. And this last one, a first down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Rodriguez. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burgess. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Burgess. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignment. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Rodriguez. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, Quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. York able to send this one through. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way the defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of rush yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, Rodriguez. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rodriguez. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Cook going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. On third down, it's Rodriguez. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Cade York on now for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. On 2nd and 9, Allen into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
A tad bit of luck. The bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay a 12-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This complete to Henry over the middle. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Call it a loss of 4 on the sack. And speaking of that, it brings up 4th down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first. Now the ball comes loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down and 4, Allen. That's complete to Davis. On 1st down, Allen. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Allen again. Campbell making the catch. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Allen now looks to throw.
And complete to Drake London.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after him, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts for that 2-minute warning limit.
A great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
On 2nd down now, it's Rodriguez, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. York able to send this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if we converted them.
If you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 8, just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. Here's Allen. Back to the same target, Campbell. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Allen. London holds this one in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Allen. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen's throw taken in by London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for Detroit, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.